Alright everyone, I know you're probably feeling a bit anxious about long division, but I still have some more examples to go over to help hopefully ease you into it. And I also know how difficult this can be, so that's why we're spending all week practicing long division and not just one of our days together. So, our next one, what is the result when 8x cubed plus 16x squared plus 20x plus 7 is divided by 2x plus 1? So this one is worded a bit differently. All you need to know is our binomial, 2x plus 1, always goes on the outside of our division bar. So we have 2x plus 1. And then under our division bar is 8x cubed plus 16x squared plus 20x plus 7. So first thing I'm going to do is identify our leading terms. Because remember, we always rely on our leading terms. So first, we divide 8x cubed divided by 2x. So that gives us 4x squared, and I'm going to put that on top above our x squared, because again, we like to line up our terms. Then, we're going to take 4x squared and multiply it by our binomial on the outside. So then, we have 4x squared times 2x is 8x cubed, plus 4x squared times 1 is 4x squared. Now, we subtract. So again, you know you're doing something right when the first terms will cancel out. So 8x cubed minus 8x cubed cancels out. Then 16x squared minus 4x squared is going to be 12x squared. And then we bring down the 20x. Since we still have variables, we keep dividing, and my new leading term is 12x squared. So now we have 12x squared divided by 2x, which is going to be 6x. So now we have plus 6x on the top. And now we bring this down. 6x is going to get multiplied by 2x plus 1. So we have 12x squared plus 6x. And again, we always subtract. 12x squared minus 12x squared, it cancels out. We're doing something right. So 20x plus 6 or minus 6x is going to be 14x. And then we bring down the plus 7. We still have a variable. So my new leading term now is 14x. So 14x divided by 2x. And that is just going to be 7. So plus 7. And again, we're going to multiply 7 by 2x plus 1. So 7 times 2x plus 1 is going to be 14x plus 7. We subtract, and look at that. We get 0. Now, what's really nice about when you get a 0 at the end, it just means that there is no remainder. So there is no fraction that we have to put together. So our answer is just going to be what we found at the top here. 4x squared plus 6x plus 7. So So when there is a 0, there's no remainder that you have to put together. All right, 2 more examples. So what is the result when 3x cubed minus 11x minus 10 is divided by x plus 1? So again, our binomial is going to go on the outside, x plus 1. Now, there's something that you need to take notice here. We go from x cubed to x, meaning we are missing x squared. You can't ignore that. So we need to fill in any missing term with 0. So what I mean by that is we're going to be putting 0x squared in between 3x cubed and negative 11x. So anytime you have a missing term, it needs to be filled in with a 0. So we have 3x cubed plus 0x squared minus 11x minus 10. Once you have it filled in, now we're just going to divide how we've been dividing. So we identify our leading terms first, and now we divide. So 3x cubed divided by x is going to be 3x squared. Now we take that 3x squared and we multiply it by the binomial. So 3x squared times x is 3x cubed. 3x squared times 1 is plus 3x squared. And then we subtract. Our first terms cancel, and then 0x squared minus 3x squared is negative 3x squared. And then we bring down our next term, negative 11x. Now, new leading term. Now we just repeat ourselves. So negative 3x squared divided by x is negative 3x. So minus 3x. And now we multiply that by our binomial. So negative 3x times x plus 1 is going to be negative 3x squared minus 3x. And now we subtract. And we're going to end up with that our first terms cancel. Negative 11x minus negative 3x is negative 8x. Bring down the minus 10. Okay, we still have a variable, so we keep dividing. So now we have negative 8x divided by x, and we're going to be left with negative 8. So minus 8. Multiply that minus 8 by our binomial, x plus 1. So negative 8x minus 8. We subtract. So negative 10 minus negative 8 is going to be negative 2. And again, this is our remainder, because we actually have an integer as our remainder. So now we need to write out our full answer. So it's going to be 3x squared minus 3x minus 8. And then our remainder is minus 2 over our binomial, x plus 1. All right, we have one more example to go through, and then we will be done with the notes for today. All right, so here's our last one. too far. 49x to the fourth minus 11x squared plus 80x plus 58 divided by 7x plus 5. So our binomial 7x plus 5 comes out to the front here. And then we have 49x to the fourth. As you can see, we do not have an x cubed, so we have to fill in with a 0 minus 11x squared plus 80x plus 58. All right, we're going to do this one without the help of the little note card that I've been doing. All right, so our first term, 7x and 49x to the fourth. So 49x to the fourth divided by 7x is going to be 7x to the third. And now we multiply. So this is 49x to the fourth plus 35x cubed. And then we subtract. We bring down, so negative 35x cubed. Bring down minus 11x squared. Now we rinse and repeat. Negative 35x cubed divided by 7x is going to be negative 5x squared. And now we multiply. So negative 5x squared times 7x, negative 35x cubed. Negative 5 times 5 is going to be minus 25x squared. Whoops, my apologies. Sorry, guys. We subtract. So negative 11 minus negative 25, and we get 14x squared. Bring down the 80x. And we just keep going. So now we're going to divide 14x squared. So 14x squared divided by 7x is going to be 2x. Now we multiply 2x times 7x. 14x squared, 2x times 5, plus 10x. Subtract. First terms cancel. 80x minus 10x is 70x. And then we bring down the 58. We still have a variable, so we keep going. 70 divided by 7x is going to be plus 10. 10 times 7x is 70x. 10 times 5 is 50. And then we do one last subtraction, and we end up with 8. And again, since 8 does not have a variable, it is our remainder. So now it is time to construct our answer. So it's going to be 7x cubed minus 5x squared plus 2x plus 10 plus 8 all over our binomial 7x plus 5. And there you have it, polynomial long division.